Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. No intro tonight, just me, and my dogs are growling at each other. So hold on a second. This is why we have an intro. As soon as I muted it, I hope I didn't scare you guys by coming on so quick because that was pretty quick. But let me go ahead and pop up a picture. Good to see everybody here, and we'll get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome in, everyone. There's some people, a handful, but more. They were complaining about the intro. They said my intro was too long, 3 minutes. And so I cut the intro out for tonight. We're going to see how it does, how the video performs without an intro. And then we'll see if we need the intro. But I'll make sure the intro's at the outro. So you guys will still listen to the song. But tonight we're going to be talking about, of course, Aliyah Henderson and the girls, the two daughters that she decided allegedly to unalive. I have to say that for the first 8 minutes, murder her two daughters and put them in suitcases and bury them partially in a Cleveland neighborhood. So we're going to go over the case details tonight. I got really specific details. I've got some documents to show you guys. She went to court today. So there's just all kinds of stuff going on in her case, But thank you guys for being here. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Titanium Built. My name is Tanya. Thank you for being here. If you are new, this is a true crime channel where we break down real cases, real timelines, and the latest developments in all of those true crime cases as they happen. So tonight we're going to be talking about one of the most disturbing cases coming out of Ohio as of right now. But there are a lot of disturbing cases. This one might take the cake. The case involving Aliyah Henderson, the Cleveland mother accused of killing her two young daughters whose bodies were found inside suitcases buried in a field. This case shocked the whole entire community around that area. There's people that, walk their dogs there, have strollers with their children, things of that nature. Kids are outside playing. There's a school right there. Not really the spot to put two bodies, but if you are wanting to look at them and have a close eye on them, then you would, maybe put them where you could see them. Oh, I went backwards on her pictures. We'll show this mean mug. Look at that mug of her. Ooh. So basically this case happened on March 2nd, 2026 in Cleveland, South Collinwood neighborhood. A man was walking his dog in a field near East 162nd Street and Midland Avenue, and the dog started reacting to like something on the ground. And the guy said that his dog had been reacting to this spot for like a week. So he decided he wanted to investigate. So pretty much what he did is he unzipped one of the suitcases partially and he saw what was a human head and he alerted authorities. So what investigators discovered when they arrived was they went into the field and they saw one suitcase coming out of the ground, looked like it was like protruding from the ground. And then they see another pile of dirt where they find yet another suitcase. When police open them, they find the bodies of two young girls. Authorities later identified them as 10-year-old Amore Wilson and 8-year-old Mila Chapman. The two girls, of course, that we know this, they were half sisters. So it's very sad. She actually had a 6-year-old. That was the one that was taken out of the home. So 6, 8, and 10. She was pregnant a lot. I mean, in those years, Investigators say that the bodies appeared to have been there for some time, and the discovery triggered an immediate homicide investigation. Let me show a picture of the girls because they're cute. Just a couple of days later, detectives were executing a search warrant on East 162nd Street. So literally right there, right where you can see the field. And that's when police arrested Aliyah Henderson, the girl's 28-year-old mother. She was taken to Chattahoochee County Jail, and she was charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder. Prosecutors say the charges are tied directly to the deaths of the 2 children. There is still not an indictment out there or an autopsy report that I've seen. I'm going to call about that tomorrow and see if they might be waiting. I don't know, or because it involves minors. I'm not sure. But during the arraignment, judge set a bond of $2 million. We've except for Caleb Flynn, wasn't it here? No, wasn't Caleb Flynn. Maybe it was. Or Kyle Long. One of them got like 1.5 million, but everybody else has gotten a $2 million bond. They're not messing around. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. So, they found another child in the home during the search warrant. When they were executing the search warrant on Aliyah's house, they found another child inside the home. They said that the child appeared to be physically unharmed, and the child was immediately placed into custody of children and family services. So, and like I said, she was 6. So that discovery raised even more questions about what had happened inside that home for, these 2 girls that are 8 and 10 to be dead in a field across the street, but the 6-year-old is just, is just fine. It just, favoritism to the youngest, maybe, I don't know. But the father of one of the girls has spoken out, and both fathers actually did a memorial, like a balloon toss for the girls. They went together and they did that, and I thought that was amazing that 2 fathers, came together. Probably didn't even meet each other before this, probably didn't even like really know each other, but they kind of knew each other, but they didn't. But yeah. So one of the girls, though, her father has now spoken out publicly saying that he had been trying to get his daughter for years, like 5 years. He said he said repeatedly that he went to the courts and child services asking for help finding her. When he visited the site where the bodies were discovered, he said the grief and anger were overwhelming. According to the interviews that he's been doing, he said he begged for help for years, but never got answers about where his daughter was living. Now, I don't understand why he couldn't get an answer on that. Like, Ohio, hello. Children Protective Services, hello, we're looking at you. Hey, Marcella. Hey, welcome in, everybody. But yeah, like we're looking at you, Children's Services. I would want to know. Like what? So, the other father, I don't believe he has spoken out yet, though. But as of today, Aliyah is in jail. She went to court in Chattahooga County for another hearing. I think that's how you say it. I always wondered if I said it right. But she went to another hearing connected to this case. So she's currently facing 2 aggravated murder charges, and the case is now moving through the court system. So as of right now, that's what she's doing. She has no prior criminal record, which, I find that kind of surprising that she doesn't have anything on her record. But the official cause of death for the girls has not been publicly released. But they did say, I remember them saying that there was when you looked at the bodies, there was no way to tell how they died by looking at them. Meaning no puncture wounds from like a knife, no bullet holes, nothing like that. So I'm thinking like suffocation. I hope, I don't know. I don't know. I hope they didn't go in them suitcases alive. We've already did that. We've already, experienced that with Jorge. She was local to the area, I believe. Because like she did this interview and stuff, and this was a while ago. And I'll tell you exactly when she did that too. But basically, the community has gathered around for this case. They really have. They're devastated. These 2 little girls had everything in front of them, and apparently, allegedly, she decided she was going to, take their life. And to me, it's disgusting. It's just, I can't fathom a mother doing that to her own children. But we see it all the time. We see it too. We see it more often than not on this channel. Like, mothers, y'all be some not so good people sometimes. So we're going to learn about Aliyah Henderson a little bit. She looks a little different in this picture than she does in some of her like Instagram photos and like her Facebook and stuff. Like I was seeing some pictures of her and I was like, is that her? Like You know, like those videos on TikTok where the women have like no teeth and like the one girl and she has like acne and she's like real frail looking and then all of a sudden she does like this like makeover transition and she's just like you're like, is that the same person? That's how I feel about Aliyah Henderson when she puts on like different wigs and stuff because she does look a lot different. It's like a transition. It's like, is that her? So if you see some pictures out there, they are her. It is her. Aliyah Henderson, she's 28. She's from Cleveland. She was charged in 2026 after the bodies of two young girls were discovered inside suitcases buried in a field. Prosecutors alleged the victims were her daughters. So the murder of Amor Wilson and Mila Chapman. So 2017, Aliyah Henderson changed her last name from Aliyah Brannick to Aliyah Henderson. Not sure why. 2007. She would have been like 17, 18. I bet when she turned 18, she changed her last name. I wonder why. Because this was so she would have been like 17, 18 years old. So I'm going to say 18 because she probably was like 18. She had to, wait till she was 18 to change it. But, wonder why she changed her last name, though. Like, that's kind of drastic, right? To change your last name. Unless, because think about it. If it was something like, oh, she, her mom gave her up and, she had her mom's last name and she lived with her dad. She wanted her dad's last name. You can go do that anytime. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait for someone to be 18. She waited till she was 18. It seemed like on purpose. Like that's something that you wait on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm 18. I'm changing my name. Like, I don't know. I always said I was going to change my name, but I never did. I never would. I mean, I don't know. I think everyone hates their name at some point, maybe. So May 10th, 2019 it kind of bounces, but Aliyah participated in the university hospital program called Rainbow Connects. And that's the picture that I just showed you. That's from where that was from, which aims to identify and meet families' basic needs, including food, clothing, diapers, utilities, transportation, emotional support, and other resources. It's kind of like Job and Family Services, but a little bit like more like on steroids a little bit because they don't do diapers, I don't think, and stuff like that. So that's a good program to be in. And I think I pulled this up. Yeah, it just like shows them this and all this stuff that's in the article will be in the description. I'll show you in just a minute. But yeah, they were such cute kids. Such cute kids. Like there she is. Like, I don't know. She looks a little different there to me. Smiling. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. People smiling makes them look a lot different. What is that noise? Is someone like weed whacking outside? Do you hear that? You guys probably can't hear it. We'll keep going. I don't know what that noise is. Sorry, that's really bothering me. I'm sorry, I don't know what that noise is. And I'm here by myself, so I'm just kind of nervous. Like, it sounds almost like the washer would be like, doing this, but our washer doesn't do that. Do you know what I mean? We got a Speed Queen. That thing stays on where it needs to, but it just sounds weird. It's like I almost need to like, not his computer. Oh, it's almost like a weird noise like that. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna read everything that's kind of like in the article right now. So maybe I'm not. Okay. I just pulled something else up. So okay. So during the meeting, Henderson spoke with Beard, a 22-year-old graduate student in medical psychology. I always forget how to say the word, sociology, at the Case Western Reserve University, who planned to become a physician and was assisting with the screening process. So it was like a student. Beard asked Henderson a standard program question. In the last year, did you ever worry that you'd run out of food stamps or not have enough money for food? Aliyah replied, or she nodded in response, indicating concern about food security. As the screening continued, Henderson told the volunteer that she also needed help obtaining baby clothes, furniture, and diapers. Do you hear that? All right, hold on one second, guys. I got to get this sound or it's going to drive me nuts. Oh, it's my refrigerator. Okay, we'll turn you off for a minute, buddy. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, now I can turn my fan back on one. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I was losing my shit. I was losing my shit. I was like, what is that noise? I hope my refrigerator's okay. It's raining. Yeah. We didn't have electric earlier for like the whole morning and afternoon. That's why I didn't do my afternoon comment roast. I'm doing it tomorrow. I can't wait. Don't be there. Be there, be square. It's gonna be good. I'll tell you about it at the end of the live. Um, yeah, that thing was like, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that I can't like if there is a noise that bothers me, it will drive me insane. If it's like if someone's like, let's say chewing weird, like chewing like loud, like that gets on with some people's nerves. It's like something like that. Yeah, we don't have any storms right now. Oh, wait, yeah, we do. I think it's raining. Yeah, it's raining out there. It's been raining all day today. We'll take a sidebar. 85% chance at 8 o'clock and then wind after that. And that's what got us before. That's what got us today. The wind storm knocked out the electric. So during the meeting, that's when she said, okay, if you ever worried about, needing help, money for food, she said, yeah. And then she said she also needs help obtaining baby clothes, furniture, and diapers. Henderson stated, everybody needs diapers. At the time of the visit, Henderson was holding her 3-year-old daughter, Amore Wilson, and 1-year-old daughter, Amelia Chapman, was playing nearby. Just babies. They're 8 and 10 now. They were 8 and 10. The girl's grandmother, Lee Brannick, also that was her last name, entertained Amelia with a game of peekaboo using a donated hand-knit blanket. The discussion included the financial difficulties families face purchasing diapers. I bet diapers are a bitch. You get to, like, you're just, oh man, like you're buying them, but it's just for someone to poop in them and then you throw them away. This is, you might as well just throw your money away. But I mean, I understand the concept, but do you know what I mean? I understand how frustrating that would be as a parent. Like, damn, I got to buy diapers again. Princess, thank you for renewing. I appreciate that. Thank you. Vincent came in here earlier. He forgot to renew his thing, and he thought he lost his membership. And I was like, you might, because they are starting to do that. If you let it lapse for so long, it'll take away your whole time that you're a member. I heard it in another chat. I think it was today. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And they had been a member for a while. So the discussion included the financial difficulties families faced purchasing diapers. And then May 5th, 2020, a photograph later released by the family shows Amore Wilson, 10, and Amelia Chapman, 8, together in Cleveland. This image later circulated publicly after their identities were confirmed. 2020, Deshaun Chapman, the father of Amelia Chapman, reported that he last saw his daughter in 2020 when she was 3 years old. After that point, he said he could no longer locate the child or her mother. Would it be easy to move during COVID, though? Like, I mean, and sneak away? I guess it could be, but, I don't know. 2020 to 2025, Chapman stated he spent approximately 5 years attempting to locate Amelia and obtain custody. He reported repeatedly contacting courts and child welfare agencies seeking help. Well, there should be a report or something on that, right? Because he did not know the address where the child and her mother were living, his efforts were unsuccessful. But he should have said, at least take this down as on record as a statement, like a police report, stating like, hey, I'm trying to, find my daughter. So look at this. September to November 2021, Henderson stops paying rent at her Park Hill address. School records. Let me grab my drink, sorry. Oh, and someone said, did she get married to one of the fathers? I don't think so. November 4th. Oh, wait, sorry. August to November 2022. Both of the girls were enrolled at the Cleveland Metropolitan School District for several months. The district confirmed later they attended between August 2022 and November 4th of 2022. Okay, and then they were withdrawn from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Records initially indicated they were transferred to the Ohio Distance and Electronic Learning Academy. Wonder how far those two schools are from each other. OHDELA. I don't even know what that is, actually. It says, after November 4th, 2022, they later stated they had no enrollment records for either child, leaving their enrollment status after 2022 unclear. Are you freaking kidding me? How can somebody do that, not enroll their child in school? Isn't that against the law? Like, I mean, you have to enroll your child into a school, right? Like, unless you're homeschooling and you have proof that you're homeschooling, you have to, like, enroll your child. Can you imagine? That's a crucial time to learn. You learn how to read, you learn how to do, like, cursive, you learn how to do all the things. You learn how to, like, get, like, friends that are not your sisters. You know what I mean? Like, you learn how to socialize. I mean, if you were cool like me and you were in the 90s, 2000s, you would have whole ec class. So you would have like got to make some cool food at least. They don't do that anymore, I don't think. But that's insanity. They should have been like playing out with their kid, like doing recess and stuff. I guess they wouldn't be doing home ec that young, but research, recess, science, all that. Sad. Like they didn't even get the chance to like, spread mercury throughout their elementary school and have to evacuate the whole school like I did. It was a science fair project back when they had those 1 thermometers. So it goes to March 2nd, 2026, the discovery of the bodies. I want to know about I want to know like, okay, OHDELA must be like where you, I don't know, get like school records. Okay, it's Ohio Distance and Electronic Learning Academy. Oh, it's the free the K-12. Okay, I don't know if they have that everywhere. I'm sure they do, but it's K-12, and they have no records for those kids. So maybe people, I don't know who would have to call. I don't know who would have like authority to do this. I don't think I would be able to get these records. Like, I don't think they'd be like, yeah, we'll tell you. But shouldn't somebody be calling like the school districts like that they lived in and calling the schools in that district and seeing if these kids were enrolled at any school between, November 4th of 2022 to March 2nd, 2026? 4 years. Like, that's crazy to me. That would, they'd be 4 and 6? Oh my goodness. So at 6:00, okay, so discovery of the bodies at 6:03 p.m., the man contacted police. So a man walking his dog near East 162nd Street and Midland Avenue discovered a suitcase partially buried in a field near Ginn Academy. It's an all-boys school, and Saranac Playground. He looked inside and observed what appeared to be human remains. And at first he said it was a head, so then everybody was going around, not us, but a lot of people were going around saying like they were like decapitated or like, chopped up or something, and they weren't. They were intact. Um, Police response, so then officers, of course, from Cleveland Division of Police respond to the scene. They confirm a young girl's body is in the suitcase, buried in a shallow grave. While searching the area, the detectives locate a second suitcase approximately 25 feet away, also buried in a shallow grave. So I'm wondering why they're even separated. Like, why are we separating them, right? I think she killed them. I think she put them in there and killed them. Maybe she drugged them to put them in there. I'm not saying her, allegedly this person, whoever did this, to get them in there or something, but I just feel like that's where I don't know, because if she had killed them beforehand, let's say, right? A 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, I don't know, you might be able to fit both bodies in one. I don't wanna sound, like, gross, but you might be able to fit both of them in one suitcase if they were dead. So, why would you take them and put them in 2 different separate suitcases? Or maybe that's what happened. Maybe she had to because they didn't fit. But why would you put them 25 feet away from each other? Like, it's really, really, really cold out this time of the year. You could I mean, we saw the hole you dug up. It wasn't very good, but at least you were, like, digging. I don't know. I just don't know why this person would go and dig another hole 25 feet away. Did she wanna separate them? I don't like that. But I know that she kept them where she could see them. Wonder what that says. We need the behavioral panel. I know that says something. I just control. I don't know. So the second suitcase contained another child's body, of course, we know that. So police secured the field as a double homicide investigation. Evidence technicians documented the graves and suitcases. The bodies were transported to the Chattanooga County Medical Examiner's office, and we still haven't heard, cause of death or anything like that. But I'm thinking I don't know. I'm just thinking suffocation. If it's something you can't see, unless it was like an overdose or something. Yeah, I think she premeditated this. I don't see her just taking out 2 of her kids, you know what I mean, on a whim, and not the 3rd one. What did the 3rd one do that she was okay? Like, I'm glad. I'm so freaking grateful that they got her out of that house. But, like, what did she see that's so sad? What she asked where her sisters were. What was her mom telling her? They're with their dad all of a sudden? Like, I mean, that little girl's 6 years old. She ain't gonna be no dummy. Kids are smart. They are sharp. Most kids that I've met are like my nieces and nephews and their friends. There's like the only little kids I know. They're sharp. Like, they know stuff that I don't even like. They be teaching me some stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, What's that mean? Like, they know, like, they know. Oh, this one's a new one, CJK. This one's in Cleveland. It's sorta new. It happened last week? Yeah. So then March 4th, the victims were identified. Oh, wait. So then March 3rd, they held a police briefing. They just said that there was no missing children in the area that matched the victims' descriptions, and then detectives were reviewing surveillance footage and canvassing residences. And I think they got her on video taking the suitcases over there. I don't know if she rolled them over there, if she drove a little closer and then rolled them through the field. But that's why I believe she used those suitcases, was to transport them. It's crazy. So March 4th, the victim identification process. Forensic examiners began DNA analysis due to decomposition. Relationship DNA testing confirmed the victims were half-sisters. And then that's when they were identified as Amor Wilson, age 10, and Amelia Chapman, age 8. The conditions prior to discovery. Investigators reported that the girls' bodies were badly decomposed when discovered, suggesting they had been dead for some time before discovery. I believe it was before the snow. And we had a huge snow, and it was like they like piled it up. I mean, like, the trucks like in mounds, and it took forever to like melt. And I remember one day it was like all gone because it rained a whole lot that day, and it was like warm for like one day, and it just kind of took away all the ice and all the snow. And I think that's when the guy walked his dog over there. Started walking his dog over there. The exact time of death has not yet been publicly determined by the medical examiner. So, development of the suspect. Detectives conducted interviews with neighbors and potential witnesses. Surveillance video from nearby areas was reviewed. Evidence and investigative leads pointed towards their mother, Aliyah Henderson, age 28. I wonder how long it took them to figure out who their mother was. Like, they have their DNA, and it's the same. Like, I'm sure they could figure out the mom's DNA from that. But if they put her in CODIS, she wasn't in the system or anything. So, great police work, I guess. Investigators detained Aliyah after completing interviews and collecting evidence. I don't know the sources. Oh, it's just a video that we watched a while ago. March 5th. So they had a search of the residence. Police executed a search warrant at 705 East 162nd Street, apartment B. So it is a multi-unit dwelling. I was right. Connected to Henderson. A third child, approximately 6 years old, was located in the residence, alive and unharmed. The child was taken into custody by Chattahooga County Children and Family Services. I hope she's okay. I'm sure she's scared to death, but I hope she's okay. Damn. She didn't deserve that. You don't even think about your other child. You don't even think about your other, you took away her sisters. You took away her forever best friends. Like, I would never forgive you. If allegedly, if you did this, and you're my mother, I would never forgive you. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to. March 6th, charges and arraignment. So Henderson was formally charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder. Still haven't seen that indictment though. Like where it says, usually you'll get like that probable cause affidavit, or like sometimes in Ohio they'll call it like a bill of, what did I call it before? A bill of particulars. We haven't got that. But she did have a court hearing. She's had, I think, a couple. So the first one, she appeared before a judge, and it was a man. And bond was set at $2 million. Henderson did not enter a plea at that time. And then March 6th through the 10th, court records indicated police were examining all relatives connected to this case. Investigators were also reviewing the father of the surviving child, past domestic violence allegations involving that individual, possible family contacts connected to the children. The surviving child was placed in emergency protective care, so nobody knows where she's at. March 10th, 2026, Henderson returned to court in Chattahooga County Court of Pleas. The judge kept the $2 million bond in place. The court assigned private defense attorney Kevin Spalasi to represent Henderson in the criminal case. The public defender's office continued involvement in the separate child custody proceedings regarding the surviving child. So if they're having a custody proceedings, unless this was before the girls died, then that's pretty quick for them to be like, no, it's my child, I want custody. We'll read through this, and then we'll actually watch the video. We'll watch the her first court appearance and her second court appearance, because they're both like 3 minutes. She's not in there very long. So she now has a female judge, and I love her. I don't know who she is, but I like her a lot. I like her a whole lot. She's, I think, only been on the bench like 12 years, so she's like pretty young, and but she's spicy, and I like that. These two public defenders wanted to represent her, and usually they'll be like, yeah, whatever. She was just like, no, not you guys. I'm not giving you what you want. I was like, oh man. So today, March 11th, She had the initial appearance was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. So she, woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, got her breakfast in, and then she came up to court. So arraignment room, Justice Center, 12th floor. Oh, I guess she went up 12 floors. And then just as defendant, the case number, Cleveland Municipal Court. I've never been there. I bet it's like scary. I don't know. Cleveland always makes me so scared. I don't know why. The court determined that Henderson was indigent, so she can get a public defender. Original bond continued at $2 million. She ain't getting out. Cash types permitted. Cash, surety, property. Anybody got a $2 million house they want to put up for her? I don't think so. Case procedure, no early deposition conference scheduled. At the request of the state, the case will be presented directly to a grand jury. So, okay. You think the grand jury is going to come back with an indictment? They say you can indict a ham sandwich. I don't believe that so much, but I think they'll come back with an indictment. So, status of the investigation, the cause and manner of the girls have not yet been publicly released by the medical examiner. I don't know when they'll be released. Investigators have indicated the case remains active and that certain evidence cannot yet be disclosed, and that's probably some of it. I mean, I know that their autopsies are done. Henderson remains jailed while the case proceeds through the court system. So, we've already seen this. This is when they find the suitcases. Has everybody saw that where they find the suitcases? I'll fast forward it to where you guys can see it. Like,
we're gonna have.
I don't know where it's at actually. Might be back here. I didn't think you walked up there that fast. We'll speed it up. How about that? That way I can see where it is. I don't know why it's fuzzy. There's the school. Turn that down. So that's the school, like right there. Like kids probably play right here. Like I don't know if that's a high school or what, but still, I'm sure they walk through this field all the time. I just wanted to show you the piss poor job she did. Oh, does he walk all the way back down and then walk up? Oh yeah, he needed his flashlight. Remember the guy had to bring him a flashlight or something. He left it beside the refrigerator. Did they bring it? Nope, they just brought their own flashlights. So I think they walk past the other body. I think it's right there. Let's see if I can. I can slow that down. Like you can see it like protruding out of the ground right there. It almost looks like it's opened, but I don't think it is. I think it's one of those ones that gives you like maybe a little leeway, but I don't think so. They don't usually do that. They usually zip up, so it might be unzipped a little bit. Yeah, right near the damn school, but I think it's so she can see them. And what I don't because what I don't get is if she's not a small girl. She's not a small lady by any means, right? She would have picked up them suitcases and probably if this was me and I could do this, and if I could even be in this, position, wouldn't you like take those suitcases and put them into that like wood area right there? You know what I mean? Where it's like all overgrown. No one touches that stuff. They're gonna mow this grass eventually in the spring. Like she had to think ahead. Like, did she think, well, in the spring I'll go over there and get them, and then bury them? I mean, like, because when you try to like bury something in the dead of winter in Ohio, you're not going to be able to without a backhoe. You're just not. Like a shovel is not going to do it. I'm surprised she got that big of a hole that she did. And I'm really, really, really surprised that neighbor didn't go over there and check out that suitcase prior to 1 week of walking around with his dog. I'm nosy as hell. And you would have seen that suitcase coming out of the ground a little bit. I would have been like, I'm going over, guys. I'm going over. It's dark here. I know. Isn't it cool that it's not dark like so early? I love that. But I don't know if we get any closer of it there. Maybe we do. He might have been down. I just don't want to I don't think it shows anything. Okay, yeah, so look at that. That's what she thought was a good job. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. If there wasn't a child in that, this would be humorous because look at that. She should have just been like Sarah Boone and just done just drank out of the spigot outside, you know what I mean, and did the whole 9, hung over. It would have been probably better than this. And then the officers that come up to this and the guy that found it. Think about the guy that found, oh my goodness. What did he think was in there though? I mean, I've been in true crime too long. I would straight call the cops if I saw a suitcase protruding out of the ground like that. You ain't gonna catch me looking in it. I don't care if there's Halloween stuff in there, spooky stuff, or if there was gold bars in there. Me and the cop can share them after he opens it. But I mean, she gave up, couldn't do it. Yeah, because the ground is so hard. We unfortunately we had a dog pass away in December, not this past December, 8 years ago. But I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? I was like, it's December. And Vince is like, what do you mean? He's from California, right? I'm like, we can't bury her. I knew where we were going to take her to my brother's land, but I was like, we won't be able to do it. So I called my brother. Thank God. He's like, I got a backhoe out there right now. He's like, I've got you. I'll go there after work. So I got the best brother. But this, it almost is like the other one was buried better. If you notice, there's a mound there, but it's not, I don't see the suitcase at any point, right? So maybe she could bury one. It would have taken her a long time. If I had a shovel, I don't own a shovel. I live in an apartment. I don't need a shovel. I wonder if I could borrow one from maintenance. I'm about to go out back and see how long it would take me just to dig a little small hole. Oh, no, I call it. Oh, Higgins, no, I'd be calling the cops and telling them to send deputy whatever there. Nope, they got time. It's Cleveland. I'm just kidding, they don't really. But I mean, if I saw something like that, hell yes, I would call the cops. I'm sorry, I would. What if it was the only thing that I could think of would be maybe a dead animal. But you would still bury it all the way. Because your dog is going over to it, you know what I mean? And you could be like, oh, maybe it's a dead animal. Wouldn't you smell something as soon as you start walking up on it? But I guess no, because it was so cold. Maybe. You would think you would smell something. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, it's so sad. So sad. So we do have some case information. State of Ohio versus Aliyah Henderson. It just has the number, the status, case open, the judge's name. This is arraignment room. Next event, initial appearance set for 3/11 at 8:30. We'll watch that. And arresting agency was the Cleveland Police. Arresting agency report. She's in jail. Oh, her birthdays. Look at that. 10/10 mine's 10/17. When's yours, Ashley? I forget. 10/5, 10/10. I should know yours. I should know it. I should know it by now. Used to have a bunch of friends that had October birthdays. 10/10. 97. So that's so young. So young. It's been cold. That's what I'm thinking. It was so cold that it contained the smell. But it would be not as cold, would it, right? In the suitcase, would that not keep it a little warmer? I don't know. Yours is 1010? That's what, okay. I knew someone was 1010. You got the same birthday as her. She was 97 though. We celebrate Ashley's birthday, not yours. Just says that she made her first appearance. CPD, I don't know what that means. Something was set. Bind over to another court because she was arrested and then it was bind over to another court because she was probably in like the court of common pleas and she needed to be in criminal court. $2 million cash, surety, property. What's surety? I don't know what that is. Let's see. What's surety bond? A surety bond is a legally binding three-party contract that guarantees a party, the principal, will fulfill their obligations, such as completing a contract or obeying the laws to another party, the obligee. If the principal fails to perform, a third party, the surety, covers the damages up to the bond amount. Oh. Like if you put your like business on like property, like business or something. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, okie dokie. Surety. I'm going to use that in a sentence this week. I don't know how, but I figured out. Okay. So that was, I think, all of that one. Yeah. And then she had first appearance. It's just this other document. First appearance held 3/11. Defendant declared indigent. Any cost imposed pursuant to OCR. And it gives the code and another OCR. Another code. Ohio Revised Code. That's what those are hereby waived. Court assigned Nancy Jameson or Jason and Kevin Spalasi as counsel attorney. Was notified by email. Original bond contract at $2 million. No early deposition or conference was scheduled. To be presented directly to grand jury in the request of the state. And she signed it. Miss Gallagher. I don't know her first name. Shannon M. Gallagher. I think that's the first time I can ever actually read someone's signature, like their full name. Oh, look at that. That's it. That's her name right there, up there. Huh. I'm impressed. Oh, like dog. Oh, man. I'd outrun dog. Now, even back then, if I was before my accident and he was in his A game, I could probably almost outrun him. I'm not even joking you. They used to tell my mom when I was little, they're like, that girl's going to be in the Olympics someday. I was really fast. I was really fast. I have long legs and I just can get it. I don't know why I could run fast. I just always used to run fast. Like, I don't know. There was no slow-mo with me. There still isn't. There was no slow-mo. Okay. So this is the first court appearance that she went to. And then I'm going to show you the second court appearance that she went to. They're only about 3 minutes. So this is the first time she came in. Looking at her. Or is this the second time? I think it's the first. Hold on. Nope, this is the first. Why aren't we hearing anything? Look at all them cops. How many do we need for one lady? And look at this lady. She is speaking my language. She's like, she doesn't even want to be there. She doesn't even want to be there. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got a fifth one over there. You can see a sleeve. This dude right here looking at her right now, surely he could handle her by himself. I think that woman could. Look at her looking at her. And then he's over here looking like, I don't want to be here. The guy in the middle with the beard. He's like, oh man, another high profile criminal. And this guy, I don't know what he's looking at. I think he's looking at him, looking at her. But this just, how many officers do we need? Oh, SRT too. Ooh.
Good morning, Ms. Henderson.
They got the CERT team bringing you in.
All right, so we're going to first hear from, regarding your bond, we're going to first hear from the prosecutor from the state.
Oh, sorry. And then we got a corrections officer. Okay, so they're all a little something different. Okay. She knows not to mess with us anywhere.
And
Oh, sorry. And one more thing. Blue is felony. If you're wondering why she's wearing blue. I don't know why she's not in like some other color, but she's in blue for felony charges, I guess.
regarding charges against you, charges that you are presumed innocent, on charges that allow for you to have an attorney without cost. And after we hear from the prosecutor, we'll hear from your attorney, okay? Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is an allegation of murder in two separate charges. It's alleged in this matter that the defendant did cause the death of her two daughters, 8 and 10 years old. The badly decomposed bodies of the two little girls were found in shallow graves in Cleveland in suitcases. Your Honor, the defendant is 28 years old. She scores a 1 and a 1 on the PSA, has no record noted on the PSA. Your Honor, based on the nature of the allegations and the charges in this case, I would ask for nothing less than a $2 million bond. I would implore the court to consider setting a $2 million bond, cash surety at this point for the record. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Public Defender.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Henderson is waiving a preliminary hearing on both cases, and I ask for the most reasonable bond you can give her.
Tell me a little more about her that you know.
Judge, she's been in jail 3 days.
That's her attorney. I didn't watch this prior. That lady is her. Oh, this ain't gonna go well. This ain't gonna go over well at all. This lady was like, she's probably just for the jail. You know what I mean? Like you meet her in the jail. Kind of like the emoji con guy. Remember I told you about with the tie? Kind of like him, with in a female version. Okay, I'm going back. I gotta see her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's not even looking at the judge. What are we doing here? Look, is she sitting? No, she's not sitting down. I thought she was sitting on something. But look at that skirt. And look at the shirt. Oh, yeah, she is a public defender. Let me take this off the screen. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make fun of her, but that's a public defender outfit if I've ever seen one. The ones that are in the state of Ohio. If you live in Ohio, if you know, you know. Nussbaum. That's his name. I knew I'd remember it. I'm about to look him up so I could show you. I don't know his first name.
Ms. Henderson is waiving a preliminary hearing on both cases, and I ask for the most reasonable bond you can give her.
Tell me a little more about her that you know.
Judge, she's been in jail 3 days, and as you've seen the public safety assessment, she's looking for a job and she has a place to live, and all of her life is spent in this area. Thank you.
Have you seen her PSA?
I have. I just said, yeah.
Let's go over it. So, no history of violence.
She's going to one
History 1-1. No history of violence.
I was actually looking up that to see what it was.
No convictions. No charges. Given the nature of the allegations, as well as my concern for the safety of the public.
It's a public safety assessment. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Bond will be $2 million. Ms. Henderson, work with your attorney, go to your hearings, and fight for your innocence. Okay? Good luck. You take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
$2 million it's $1 million
Per
on
case.
each. I'm sorry. Thanks for the clarification. It's $1 million each.
It don't matter if it's 2 million or 4 million. She ain't getting out.
Any questions, Madam Public Defender?
No, thank you.
How'd she get
Take care.
ponytail holders? She must have made them. She's never been in jail before, but she got ponytail. Someone's hooking her up. because I'm going to tell you right now, they do not give you ponytail holders for your hair. Nope, they do not. They do not. You make them out of like the string in your like scrubs or whatever it is, or I don't know how they do it. They're freaking wizards in there, okay? They can make stuff like you would never believe. But she says they said she's never been in jail. She would like her hair wouldn't be up like that. Like, I'm just thinking, I mean, unless it's a new thing that I'm not, that I don't know about. But I've never been to that jail before. I've never been to jail. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys her new hearing. Where did I put it? Oh, okay. So before that, we'll watch this little bit of the jail video they have. I'm wondering if I could get any more of this, if there's actual like full jail video, because I feel like this isn't all of it. You know what I mean? But this video has been released by Fox 8 iTeam, and it shows us for the first time Cleveland mother's movements after police arrested her for the murder of her 2 kids. The video comes with new developments in the case involving little girls 8 and 10 years old found buried in suitcases. Video of the Chattahooga County Jail shows Aliyah Henderson taking some of her first steps behind bars. You see her getting booked by the Cleveland Police and Chattahooga County Sheriff's deputies. Earlier, the I-Team revealed police video from March 2nd as officers took their first look at the crime scene. That's the video we just watched. And now the city has released a recording of a 911 call from a citizen who had been walking his dog there. Did we hear that? The 911 call? Because I have it. I thought we heard it. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if we listened to the 911 call. Put a 2 in the chat if we didn't. Because I can't remember now. I guess we could play it and see if we remember it. Because I thought we heard it. Oh, all the cigarettes. That's not good. Okay. Let me hear it. See if it sounds familiar. We'll play it. Okay, we'll play it. I don't know if we've heard it. I really don't. I know we've been listening to a lot of 911 calls. That's why I'm like, I thought we heard the 911 call, but I thought it was matched up with them finding the suitcase, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody's video, but maybe not. Okay, let's listen to it and let's see what they have to say. Because you don't remember it? Okay. We'll listen to it because I don't remember it. I don't remember it. But we have been listening to a lot of 911 calls lately, so we'll play it.
26, 18, 03, and 58 seconds.
Cleveland 911, dispatcher on the Aldini Police, fire, or an ambulance?
Police.
Yeah, Cleveland Police, what's the address of the emergency?
It's a park, Midland and 162nd Street. I just found a head in a suitcase in the park.
Yeah,
come here, dog. Sit down. Sit down.
Okay, what's your name and phone number?
My name is Philip.
Wow, yeah, we didn't hear this before.
Your last name?
Donaldson. Donaldson.
Okay, and is it a human head or an animal head?
Yes, no, it's a human head in a suitcase with it looks like some other body parts. I was walking my dog and my dog stopped and it was something like half buried. It looked like a suitcase. I pulled it up and unzipped it and opened it, and that's what it was.
Okay. You said by Midland and East 162?
Yes.
Okay. And where is the
At this moment, right? Okay, at this moment right now, when this guy found the suitcase, you can see the suitcases up out of the ground, right? You see him probably on the other, like on the sidewalk, because that's where he meets cops, probably on the phone right there with his dog, because you can hear him saying, the dog's name, telling him to sit down. I'm wondering if Aliyah is looking out her window at that moment and going, oh shit. I wonder if she saw it. I wonder if she saw anything. I wonder if she saw the cops show up. I mean, I'm sure.
Suitcase.
It's all the way to the back.
Oh, but one more thing. But the way that her apartment is, it was kind of like back, remember, like into the driveway. So I don't know if she would really have access to a window to look that way, but she would be able to walk outside of her door and just go down the driveway and look directly right there. Either way, she had access to looking at it anytime she wanted to.
Back of the park, there's a black suitcase. I'm standing on the sidewalk right now, and you can actually see the suitcase from here. I tell you, it was like half buried, and I was walking my dog, and my dog started sniffing it. I've been walking past it for a few days.
Yeah.
And I said, let me just take a look and see what this is, because it wasn't there like last week.
I wanted to show you. Oh, I'll show you that.
Sorry, I'm just typing this all in so we can get help out there.
I was hoping it wasn't that, but
yeah,
it is.
All right, we're getting officers out there. Okay, thank you for calling.
All right. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling. Well, at least we're not real mad at that one. You know how like the last few 911 calls we've been like yelling at the computer or TV, whatever you're watching it on, or iPad. It seems like that anyway. Okay, so let's watch her in all of her glory over here, walking through jail. So this is right after she got arrested. It doesn't show a whole lot, I don't believe, but it shows a little bit of it.
Taking some of the first steps in the
look how long her hair is. That's pretty long. Didn't look that long though in the little buns.
Cuyahoga County Jail. Video released to the I-Team shows Cleveland police and deputies
wearing a
last
wig?
week booking in Aliyah Henderson, accused of killing 2 of her children and leaving them buried in suitcases. Earlier, the I-Team revealed police video as officers took their first look at the crime scene. Now, the city has released the 911 call from a citizen who had been walking his dog there.
I was walking my dog, and my dog stopped, and there was something like half buried. It looked like a suitcase. I pulled it up and unzipped it and opened it, and that's what it was.
Aliyah Henderson.
Wednesday morning, Henderson appeared in Cuyahoga County Court for a short hearing. A judge appointed 2 lawyers for her.
Ms. Henderson,
Love
your
her.
case is being referred to the grand jury at the request of the state of Ohio.
As Henderson sits in jail, Cuyahoga County prosecutors have said the investigation is ongoing. A juvenile court record shows police are investigating all relatives. Social workers also took custody of a 6-year-old child who'd been in that same family home, yet survived.
I wonder why they're saying that they are investigating all relatives. I wonder if they believe she couldn't have done this on her own. Right? I wonder if they believe that. I believe she probably could have. I mean, if they died in the suitcases or they were suffocated when they were sleeping or something and then put it in the suitcase, I think that it could be one person. And then you could even take one suitcase over at a time at night. No one's probably outside at night.
The I-Team tried to find out if social workers knew about that family before now. Had they ever investigated? The county sent us a letter saying the prosecutor does not want records or information released about any possible involvement of social workers.
Of course they friggin' don't, because there wasn't no social workers involved in these kids' lives, in my humblest opinions. I believe the father was telling the truth, that he was reaching out for 5 years, wondering where his kid was, and they weren't telling him. I think that they were just giving him the runaround. They probably didn't even know. They probably didn't know. Because she changed her name. Maybe it was before then. When would that have been? 17. The kid was 10. The older girl was 10. She could have had her oldest daughter, right? She's 28. She could have had her oldest daughter and then changed her last name. So she could have been like hiding in a way. I can't remember if he's the 10-year-old's dad or the 8-year-old's dad. Now I gotta go back up. I can't remember where we saw it. There's the. No, I think she was the 8-year-old, maybe. I think the 8-year-old father came out. But the 10-year-old, I mean, that's what she could have been doing there. If there's like a boyfriend involved, yeah, Kentucky Lucky, there could be. You know what I was wanting? Just a sidebar really quick on another case. Do you guys remember the case? I can't remember it like vivid, like verbatim. But if I go back through my playlist, there's only like one video we did on it, 2 videos maybe. And it was a woman and maybe her kids, the house caught on fire. And maybe she had kids in there that died and she was found like in the woods, like days late, like 10 days later in the woods. I can't remember her name, but what happened to her? I want to do a FOIA on her. No, like the police, after they found her, they just shut up and walked away. She might have been priceless. So sorry about that sidebar, but if you guys remember that case, I'm wondering about that lady. Because I thought she had like kids or something that like died in the fire, or husband or something. You remember her? I just can't remember her name. Oh, I'll have to look after the live. I'll have to look. Let's see what he says.
Your bond is set at $2 million.
After that hearing, Aliyah
Oh, that
Henderson
hearing,
went back to where she's being held in jail. We've reported she's being held in isolation. And the 911 calls just released also give us a glimpse of the police investigation. Before police arrested Aliyah Henderson, a neighbor called 911.
Oh, she gets on the
asking why
machine.
Officers had
She gets to go on the cool metal machine.
been going door to door checking on kids.
They was claiming to be knocking on everybody's door to check on everybody's kids in the neighborhood.
You flash your light on.
Now, a mother facing charges for killing her own kids, accused of leaving them in suitcases. More charges likely to come. And new video shows Aliyah Henderson's first steps in jail. Ed Gallick, Fox 8, I-Team.
Might have been that one. I guess they just leaving it like, oh, okay. Don't do that. We'll go to the next one. I don't want you to. We'll go to this one. I want to know who that lady is. It would take me forever to go through my playlist because I don't think I have a playlist for her. I don't know if her name was Jennifer or not, though. But yeah, she like something bad happened in her home, though. I swear something did. It was like caught on fire, but something else happened. They thought she was in there. Brittany Gard. Thank you. Yes, because every time I looked her up, the basketball player would come up. I want to know about her. Let's watch this, and I'm gonna look her up. Where are you hiding at, Brittany Gard? Okay. Is this the same one? Oh.
Before we handle the first appearance on this issue, yesterday, after this court completed its arraignment room docket, I was approached by members of the Public Defender's Office, specifically about appointment to this case. 3 members of the Public Defender's Office, I grabbed a prosecutor to stand in to have this conversation. This case ends in an even number. Pursuant to local rule, the public defender shall be assigned cases that end in a 1, 3, 5, or 7. It is this court's discretion to assign counsel, private counsel, for all other cases. The public defender asked to have this case assigned to his office. Anna Ferelia is representing the state of Ohio on this case. She was not present for that conversation. I will allow you the opportunity to be heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state of Ohio would only request that you follow the local rule. This case is like any other case in Cuyahoga County. We have had 8 other aggravated murder cases in this county this week, and I don't believe the public defender's office has approached any other judge or the judge in this arraignment room to have an assignment. This is called poaching. And this is not the first time the public defender has done it. When they think a case is of their liking, they want to jump in. They wanted to do it in Bianca Ellis, and the judge did not allow them to do that. The judge picked 2 independent assigned counsel.
Was that at the arraignment room?
This is the prosecutor. I love her. I love her. I love everything about her. She's like a little Nancy Grace.
It was at the arraignment room, Your Honor. But they started from the beginning because Ms. Stebbins, in that case, went out to Rocky River and talked to Bianca Ellis. So this is the same thing here. Here they went to juvenile court to approach this defendant for the emergency custody of the child who is still alive and participated in that. So at this point, Your Honor, I just want what's fair. And I want you to follow local rules. That's what the other judges do. That's what I want you to do. This isn't a special case. The tragedy is that there are 2 dead children.
Thank you. I will allow the public defender a brief moment to respond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ashley Stebbins for the Public Defender's Office. We, as a routine, ask the bond commissioner in cases where we have a substantial interest, where we have done extensive work in juvenile court for bind over cases. We reach out to be appointed in those cases.
You look young enough to be like young enough. So how many cases have you done extensively?
If we have a substantial interest in a juvenile court emergency custody or custody proceeding, we ask to be represented just for continuity of representation with our office. We do have a youth and parent division where we represent people. It is routine for our office to go down to emergency custody hearings. It is not an aberration for us to be on this case because we are appointed at the emergency custody. So I take issue with that we're trying to poach this case. We are representing Ms. Henderson in the juvenile court proceeding. That is true. I have been in contact with the public defender that's handling that case. We are asking to handle this case because of that, because we were able to get into the jail to speak with her. And the Bianca.
Are you representing her in the custody case?
No, one of our.
So she would have a different lawyer from the public defender's office anyway.
It would be the same team that we are able to communicate, Your Honor. So we have a social work division that is able to work with her. We have the attorneys down there are able to communicate with us easier than outside counsel. So in the Bianca Ellis case, we were actually approached by the court to come out and do the case. We did not just show up at court and ask to do the case. So I just wanted to make sure that the court was aware of that. This is not out of the blue for us to ask for a case that ends in an even number, because we do reach out on a number of occasions, especially with our vertical representation unit, where we represent someone from basically arraignment in juvenile court on. We do come to this court and say, can you please appoint us to make sure that we have the same team moving forward in the adult division?
Okay, thank you. While this may not be a unique situation for you, this is a unique situation for this court. Yesterday I was approached. This is my 12th year on the bench, and I've never once been asked to be assigned by an attorney to be assigned to a case. Okay. This case ends in a number 6. It's an even number. Treating it like any other case that I'm going to assign private counsel. Thank you for your time this morning.
Bam! She is feisty. Oh, she's not that young. I thought she was younger.
Your Honor, may we stay with her through the first appearance?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
They turned around to walk away and they were like, oh, wait.
Ms. Henderson, your case is being referred to the grand jury at the request of the state of Ohio. I will assign 2 attorneys to represent you. I'm assigning attorney Nancy Jameson and Kevin Spellacy. Your bond is set at $2 million, cash, surety, or property. Good luck to you.
That was not reassuring. Good luck to you. You're going to need it. Probably, most likely. I think you will. I think she's going to need it. I mean, that city is not going to rest. Cleveland does not let child predators, child molesters, or child killers rest. They just don't. Look at Ariel Castro. His house was down and everything. Take the house down. We don't even want it in the neighborhood. They knocked it down. The guy that held the 3 girls for 12 years, or more. We talked about that the other day. Yeah, just look at the chat and see what you guys are saying. You said people evidently dump there all the time. Oh, man. I figured he just walked that way because he did say he walked. I think he said he walked like that. He walked the sidewalk and then he walked along the brush, like where the suitcases were, and then around the back and then around the side again to his house. I think that's the way that he went, but it was just so much snow there that you couldn't see it up until about a few days ago when all the snow was melted by like we had a rainstorm and it was literally like gone. Like within like hours, it seemed like all this snow that we had that I thought we would never get rid of, it was just gone. And I was like, dang, the ground was thirsty. Oh, you moved. That's surprising. You left your sister there by herself. I was going to show you guys, but dang, she moved over here. The cat was laying on that bed earlier. It made me laugh so hard. Oh yeah, Ashley. Oh my gosh. I was gonna talk about that on my second channel and then I never did. I was actually shocked a little bit about that, Ashley. I really was. For the fact that I didn't really know him that well, but I knew him. I had subscribed to him for about a week or so, and then I unsubscribed because I love that he was putting out all these missing children's flyers, and I respected that so much. But my phone was blowing up. Like I probably could have turned the notifications off, but I just didn't think about that. I don't know. I just didn't. It was just like, it was so like, there was just so many. It was like, he was putting out like 20 or more a day. And it was like so great because it was kids that wouldn't have gotten like, exposure. And he had a pretty large, I mean, not large, but a decent sized platform, like 17,000 subscribers. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, this guy was set up in like a predator sting. He thought he was talking to a 14-year-old boy. He was in fact talking to a grown man. Thank God it was a decoy. Thank God it was a decoy. Hey, Mia, you can hear the dog downstairs. But he didn't get arrested or anything because the cops, and it's so, and that's just, I don't like that part. They need to work together, not, separately. But we all found out at least who he was. And he would literally, like, he would just put out, I just remember him putting out all these missing child things. And then I think I saw him in Dutch's live one time when I was in there, like way back when. And I said like hi to him, you know what I mean? Like just friendly hellos. But like, it wasn't like I wasn't that close with them. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, oh my God. I think if it was anyone, I mean, you can't be shocked about people on the internet because it's people on the internet. You really don't know who they are. But at the same time, I like to think that people are good people. I have that empathy in my heart. You know what I mean? Like I do. I feel like if I'm good to someone, I would think that they would be good. Or I don't know. But definitely not. Oh yeah, and I heard that he's married, but his husband looks very young, like freshly 18, but I don't know. I've never seen a picture of the guy. I know that he deleted his Facebook, or I mean, I don't know if maybe Facebook, but his YouTube channel, he deleted that, or privated or whatever you can do. I don't know. Can you private your channel? I should know this. Or do you have to delete it? I think you could private it. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't even know that. Because I would never, like me personally, I would never do anything like that to delete my channel, but I would never delete my channel. But I would never do that. I think the whole thing gave me bad vibes, actually. Like all of it. Like, I mean, the person on the phone with him, the guy that was on the phone with him almost sounded like he was trying to talk like Arctic Fox. Like, I don't know, like mimic him almost. But Oh, really? Ashley? Oh, damn. His husband kicked his ass out, so he's now taking care of his mom. Is that whose house he was at? Because I saw that there was like a bathroom, like where you go like to the bathroom, you sit it over your toilet, you know, so you can like be up higher. I had one after my car accident when I got home, like a riser, like a toilet riser, or whatever they're called. And I was like, well, that don't really belong outside on its side there, but okay. But yeah, like I don't. I wonder how long they were talking to him. I was in a chat and they were in there, but I didn't ask any questions. That was at his mom's. Okay. Oh, yeah, because didn't he say, can I go tell my mom or something like that if you're going to arrest me or something along those lines? I think he did say that. Can I go tell my mom? And why don't they ever why are they never not clothed? Every time. Do you ever notice that? He didn't get any cookies though. Or Chris Hansen. I would have been like, I want Chris Hansen and I want a damn cookie and maybe some iced tea. They always offer you iced tea and a cookie. Remember the girls? Just got to put away the laundry. There's cookies on the counter. And my mom I just made some sweet iced tea. And then she would run off. And then then he would, sometimes the guy would take the cookie, sometimes no cookie, sometimes the tea, maybe no tea. And then sometimes they just sit there. And then Chris Hansen would come out. Do you know who I am? And then the guy would be like, he would want to leave. He had that reaction. But Chris Hansen would be like, oh no, not yet. We're going to talk. I totally wanted to be like Chris Hansen. I could do that. I don't know if I can act like I'm 10 years old though. Like, you know what I mean? Like do that part, like be a decoy. I don't know if I could do that. I think that I would be like crying in my insides. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that would just break my soul. He kept victim blaming. Oh yeah. He was like, he asked me and I'm like, you are the adult here. Like you thought you were talking to a 14-year-old kid. Like you know what you're talking about. You know what you're asking. You know what you're freaking doing. He'll never be in this space again unless he comes in under an alt and he never shows his face or you cannot hear his voice or some crazy crap like that. So make sure you guys are all very vigilant because they do come back. They do come back at least once or twice before they get kicked off the platform for good. I swear they always do. Hey, Royal High Grounds, how you doing? Oh, I watched like the whole thing almost, Ashley. I watched it over at Chasings though, and she made it better. Well, because at first we thought it was a real boy, but then they came in, the people that I don't think they're really supposed to be here, but they came in and they were like, no, it was a decoy. And then they gave us the video. So then we saw the decoy video. We didn't go through the whole decoy video because it was like really, really long, but we went through most of it. It was like, we went through like half of it or something, or like the major points. And he was trying to do stuff. So. Oh, really? He had money and a tech degree? I could see him kind of being techie, I guess. But not really. I mean, not like good at tech. I could see him being like, I don't know. He just looks like I'm making the sting face because I felt like that's what I would be doing if I was like around him. Like I'd be like making that face. You stink, man. Like, oh gosh. And then they had like that shoestring thing going around I was like, oh my goodness. And then his mother, oh my goodness. Yeah, thought it was a 14-year-old. I was pissed. I was so mad. I calmed down a little bit after I realized when they came in, they said it was a decoy. And then my heart rate went down and I felt like I could breathe again. I was just like, I was so mad. I was like, I cannot even breathe. But I think that's all I have on Aliyah. Let me see. There is something I think with another case. Let me see what I have on my list here. Okay, I don't have anything up here really. We have court date coming up March 26th. A little over 10 days for Caleb. Unless they like continue it or something. I'll be so mad. And then I do have some videos that I need to put up for Idaho 4. I'm really behind. I'm going to catch up. I have some from like a month ago. I'm just going to add them. If you guys want to watch them, you will. But I do have some other tabs open over here. What's going on? See if there's anything going on at, with Michael McKee. See if there's anything like been posted. I don't see anything in the files. There's a lot. Okay. Well, I'll definitely keep my eye out on everything. I don't think I've been looking up every day. I'm gonna see what Madison Fields. Nothing. Wonder if there's a way to like. Wonder if they have a page for her started, like her family or anything. It says father pleads for help. Sad. Oh, really? Higgins, I deleted her. I don't watch her. After she messed up on all this stuff, I told when I said unsubscribe, I unsubscribe. The next event for the Tepe case is April 16th. But we do have so Michael McKee, his lawsuit is going, like everything's going through. So I figured we'll cover that as well. I think they'll probably all plea. I think Michael McKee will plea. I think Caleb Flynn will probably plea. But that's just me. They always plea, it seems like. I mean, you know, for the victim's sake, you know, if it is better for the victims and stuff and everybody involved, then I hope that that's what they do. But if they want this to go to trial, then I hope that they get that trial. And if they do get that trial, I'll be there for it. So me and Vincent were talking about that, like stuff like that today, because the electric went out and I was like, why don't I have a backup battery pack? And he's like, well, you do. And I was like, no, I don't, because I have a different phone now. My phone takes a different, like this little thing is not, it's the 17. So it doesn't take like the, you know, like the 13 took. So like this one right here, like for my iPad, like it doesn't take that one. It takes like I forget what it's called, the cord, but I was like, I'm going to need one of those, because if I sit in court all day and then I go out for lunch and let's say I do a video or two, my battery will still be okay. But, you know, I just want to make sure it's good. So 5 battery backups. I know we have like none. Like Vincent's like, I don't have one either. And I'm like, well, we need some. Hello. I was like, and make sure mine can click on the back of my phone. He's like, you have a loopy. And I'm like, never mind. It's all because of this loop, but I won't get rid of it. I don't ever drop my phone. I can carry a million gazillion things. I've had these covers on my phone ever since my iPhone 8 Plus. I ain't doing it. That's what USB-C. That's what it is. Yeah, Laura, no, he has a good lawyer. Some talk. My mom used to work at a Jack in the Box when she was younger. And we kind of come to Missouri and pick it up. I don't think that I know anybody else in Missouri. Oh, look, my thing's messed up. My camera. I didn't even notice. You can't see there. I don't know which way it goes. Oh, that way. Sorry about that. You couldn't even see my sign. Now you can see this, though. Like the computer. Okay, whoops. I should have Vincent fix it. I think it's just a setting, actually. I think I clicked something the other night. You just don't look in the corner there. That's just my computer. It's over here. Yeah, like that part. No, I can't push it down anymore because my microphone. Sorry about that. I feel like I know a lot of people from Ohio now after doing all these Ohio cases. But I appreciate everybody being here tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow at, I don't know when. There's so many things I want to do. Okay. So I want to do on my second channel, I want to do that hand sanitizer thing for you guys because the results will be astounding and I think it'd be fun. I want to do a closet clean out with you guys on my second channel because your girl's got to clean this closet out. Like, I mean, and I think I'll do it if you guys are with me because I haven't done it yet. So I just told Vincent, I was like, I need a rack. And he's like, we have clothes racks. I'm like, I know. They're out in the shed though. And like, they're huge. It'd be way too big, I think, to fit in our bedroom right now. Like, I mean, even just to put clothes on it, I might be able to fit it. That might be a good idea, actually. I have 2 of them. I might bring them all in. Who knows? Because Vincent, that poor guy is living off of a clothes rack right now. And it's metal. So I thought it would be like a nice one. That thing is so junky. I can't like move it right. His clothes are too heavy on it. Like it's only supposed to hold like a few garments, not like, you know, a whole wardrobe. And then I have the rest of the whole closet. And then this closet, we have storage in it. Like we have like, you know, you saw the containers all labeled. But we have like room where we could put some stuff because there's like room in there, you know, it's not messy or anything. But like, I don't know. I don't want to move my clothes over here. I'm going to, you do not understand how many clothes I've put. Clothes, it's bad. Like, it's not just like I have a little bit. I have enough for all of us. And I'm talking sizes too. Like I've been an extra small to a large. I literally have a full size. I don't think I've ever been a large, but maybe now I'm like a medium large. So I just need to go through and pick out like, especially just pick out my winter stuff that's super wintry and like that I know that I won't wear anymore and put that away. And yeah, I got some like a little thing to put the stuff in. I just haven't done it with you guys yet. I bought like these little things to do it with you guys. Because I figured we just go over there and bitch about something and hang out, you know? That'd be fun. Just chit chat about life and stuff. Because man, it's been crazy. It's been insane. I do have a lot of boutique clothes and bamboo. I did have a lot of bamboo, but I got rid of it. I had like these little racks for my clothes, but I sold them. I don't know why I sold them. Oh, because we were doing this stuff in here and I didn't have anywhere to put them. I was like, let's just sell them. I wish I would have kept them. I'm going to keep some stuff like, oh no, you always keep Spencer's stuff. Always, always, always. Don't ever get rid of that stuff. You keep that until until you feel ready. But, I mean, cause I have stuff that I'll never get rid of. Like my mom's robe. That thing is so plush and big and pink. I should wear it actually, but it's like huge. And like, I don't know. It's her though, right? It's like, it probably still smells like her. Oh, 4 months. Man, already. That's sad. Yeah. I do need it. Well, then we'll have to do a closet purge over here since you've done one. Since y'all have done one, I guess I'll be the last one to do it. But yeah, I just have some stuff I need to get rid of. And it'd be good for me. I had a really cute closet at one point. Like, I mean, and there's like little stuff like hung up in there, but like I have too much. Like you said. Oh. Yeah, quilt would be a good idea. Wonder. Reba, we need you. I know you don't really make quilts. You do, but they're like the yarn ones. But I wonder if she could do that and put in the patterns of the clothes and weave it in somehow. Sometimes if you say her name 3 times, she comes out of nowhere. She hasn't smoked in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. Tell her that's awesome. And every piece of my positive energy that I have If I'm negative for the whole freaking night afterwards, that's fine. Vincent can deal with it. She can have all my positive energy. That is that's awesome. That's incredible. And just tell her, just think like, not even about breathing better, because that's like, I mean, that's like she's going to, you know, and everyone says that, but she's not going to want to grab for that, you know, even if she's vaping or whatever. She might grab for that, but at least that's not a cigarette. It's just, oh man. Make it into a teddy bear. Yeah, that'd be cute. A little teddy bear shirt, little teddy bear flannel. And then you go like build a bear. I always want Vincent to go to build a bear, put his voice in a bear for me. I'm like, you never know what can happen. That's awesome. That's awesome. 3 weeks, she's got it. Those cigarettes are not her. They have no power on her no more. Oh no, Casey, that sucks. You get to sleep. Well, I am going to come in on the second channel tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed to Unfiltered with Tanya. I'm going to do something. I don't know. Vincent's over here in the morning. So I have nothing, and I have no appointments tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? I don't know what today is. Today's Wednesday. Yeah. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today's the 11th. So yeah, tomorrow we could do like some fun, different lives. And then we'll do something over here. So maybe I'll do like a couple different ones on my other channel. But I do want to do the one with the closet clean out because I need to clean out my closet really bad. And then I need to take all those totes that are in that shed. There's probably a good 8 of them. I would say 8 to 10 full of clothes. They're like boutique clothes that are very expensive that I spent a lot of money on that I will never get back. I'll never get that back. But it's okay. I just need to take them, and like there's a place that does consignment for boutique clothes. I need to go check it out first and see what their prices are, kind of like get a feel for what they would give me, because I'm not going to sell them to somebody for like $5 or like $2 a piece or something. Do you know what I mean? Like the shirts that I got were like $50, $60, $70 each because I had a 30% discount and I was making really good money. So all my money went back to clothes. Like it was like recycle. Just keep my check. That's what they should have done. They should have just kept the damn check because that's what I just bought all my clothes from there. So now I'm like, darn it. Am I ever going to be as small again? Probably not. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. We'll have an outro tonight. I will change the video on the outro up a little bit because it has like a countdown. So then people will think it's a countdown to a live that, you know, even though we're leaving. So, but thank you guys for being here. Please hit the like button on the way out. I forgot to ask you guys to do that tonight, and I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're almost to our second number, like our next number, which is 24.3 subscribers. It goes by every 100. So I get excited when we hit the next number because it's that much closer to 25,000. So, and I appreciate you guys being here for every, you know, part of the way. And if you're new, welcome in. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.